This is the PierrePierre Show. Today, it's draft day. And with that being said, I bring to you part 2 of Flammy Marciano's mock draft for the first round. I don't want to hold you guys too long with it being draft day and people having draft rituals and everybody wanting to pay attention to their respective teams, what they're doing on this day. So with that being said, I'm going to just let Flammy do his thing. So let's get this started.
What's going on with my people weepers, man? It's your boy, Flammy Marciano, a.k.a. the Flam God, a.k.a. FlamGawdGaming, a.k.a. Daquan Fox, for those of you know who just want to know me personally, I guess. This is part 2 of my mock draft. Shout out to PierrePierreProductions, my bro. I love you, bro. Part 1 was fun. I had fun doing this. We're going to go ahead and knock out part 2. Pick up where we left off. Cool. We got America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, currently going through a little contract dispute with Dak Prescott.
Cowboys.
They're going to end up paying him. I'm not worried about Prescott leaving or anything like that. This team has promise. They've had promise every single year. Jason Garrett definitely was the crutch holding them back, I feel. But with Mike McCarthy, a Super Bowl winner as a head coach, playoff experience as a head coach, this is what Dallas needs in a division that should be theirs for the taking. Should have been theirs for the taking for a long time. But their first pick, Byron Jones is gone. Byron Jones went to Miami. That's it. So Byron Jones is gone, right? Cheeto, my boy Cheeto, is now their cornerback one, I guess you can say. I do have promise in Cheeto. Cheeto, you know, I'm pretty sure he would appreciate if he had somebody in the back end to help him out. I feel like Xavier McKinney from Alabama, man. I feel like Dallas always has question marks on their secondary. This guy helps out a lot.
Shout out to
Big play defender, great tackler. I feel like this guy's definitely going to help out the defense. Their defensive front is great. If their linebacking core can stay healthy with Jalen Smith, Leighton Vander Esch, Sean Lee, if they can stay healthy,
Glass.
This team is a Super Bowl team on paper, if we're being real. But I got to see how this team's going to play out. Xavier McKinney is the guy you want to go with right here, available at number 17. Now, next up at number 18, the Miami Dolphins. Again, and this is not going to be the last time we see them in the first round.
Again.
They say they need a quarterback. Let's see who's available at quarterback if I feel comfortable taking one. Jordan Love? Nope. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go all here. A lot of people don't like taking running backs this high. I don't either. Let's see. Team need, quarterback, offensive tackle, interior offensive lineman.
Get him on the lineman, hope you can get him.
This is when you got to start digging a little bit more, you know?
Bro, you're at 18. Why are you digging?
They need a safety. They need an edge. Grant Delpit's not going this high. The Dolphins are not going to spend their first-round pick on that. You kind of want to spend your first-round pick on a playmaker, someone who's going to alter your franchise and put you on that trending upwards position as a franchise. Zach Bond had issues. He tested positive for a substance at the draft. I don't feel like he's going here.
Bro, you took Makai back.
Gotta go with the edge guy, man. The edge guy from a national championship team.
Best edge in the draft.
Why not, man? Help him out. How about your back end with not Byron Marshall. Shout out to Pyre though, with Byron Jones and Xavier Howard holding that down, making their life a little easier. Add some fresh legs in there on the edge rush. Like I said, Flores is a defensive guy, and you already drafted Isaiah Simmons at 5. Why not be great and draft, a young legs there. Next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. I need to get used to saying that. Next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. They already drafted. Did I give him Jerry Jeudy or CeeDee Lamb?
CeeDee Lamb, I believe.
Okay, so they got CeeDee Lamb. So they already drafted CeeDee Lamb. They need to shore up that secondary. Like I said, they have guys who can be great and make plays.
I like Mullen.
I personally feel like they need a quarterback. But I guess they're giving Carr another go-around. They did draft Mariota I guess they're gonna be in the Trevor Lawrence
Trade for
sweepstakes
Mariota,
next year.
not draft.
But definitely taking the cornerback here. Best player available, C.J. Henderson, real rangy guy. Definitely
Second
has
best
what
corner in the
it
draft
takes
to
to
me.
be a.
Damn near.
I guess you could say lockdown corner. I
damn
am
near
not
up
too
there with,
fond of Florida defensive
Okuda.
players coming out of the draft. They usually have discipline issues, off the field
But
issues.
you like Alabama safeties? What the hell?
I basically feel like, their mindset. That's just me personally. But I could be wrong about C.J. Henderson. Great talent. I don't see why the Raiders don't go cornerback here. Next up, we got pick number 20. Now the Jags, they took Javon Kinlaw, shirt up that interior defensive line. They have pretty decent wide receivers. Looks like the Jags are all in on Gardner Minshew. They also need a DB with Jalen Ramsey out of there filling the void. Now, a lot of people like Jeff Gladney. I don't know why he's that high, but I feel like the best corner. Where is
That's
he?
where I'd go. Or I
You
would
gotta
go
Trevon
with,
Diggs, man. Now, a lot of people have him
pause it
pretty
real
low.
quick.
I'm not sure why.
I'd go with either you took Diggs. I would go with Gadney, or I would take Del Pre to give some help over the top, or to replace Marquise Lee, who they just released. I'd take Justin Jefferson, but that's just who I would take. I mean, I understand you taking corner. I just feel Diggs is a reach right here, especially at 20 when he's ranked 40th on Matt Miller's board, or around 40. So, right back to you though.
From what I saw from game film, I like the kid. The kid can hoop. He can ball, period. Like, there's no if, and, or buts about it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Trevon Diggs definitely helps out that defense. Gets them... I don't know if they're going to be back to 2017 Jacksonville form with adding these picks, but definitely helps.
And Class is gone. So no.
Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles, who did make playoffs last year.
Carson
They need a
Wentz
wide
needs
receiver,
to
bro.
help the-
This is
in
a
their
deep
playoff
wide
team
receiver
every year.
draft. And I feel like they should have been in on the DeAndre Hopkins sweepstakes. I don't know why they didn't get DeAndre Hopkins, especially playing with Carson Wentz. You got Jay Jettis.
They have no trade
There's a
coverage.
lot of guys up here. You can basically pick any of these
Jay
guys.
Jettis.
But
I just dropped the highlight tape for you guys.
Gotta
If you
go
guys
with the
didn't see
speed
it.
out of LSU. Looks like
Jay
LSU's been dominating
Jay
the draft so
Jettis.
far, but they definitely need a wide
They
receiver.
won the national championship, bro.
Nelson Aguilar's out of there. Alshon Jeffrey's banged up. I guess you can say he's getting old. Zach Ertz isn't
Sorry, I
hooping
gotta
like he used to
list
hoop.
on my phone.
Definitely want to help
I don't
out
wanna
Carson
pause it
Wentz
too
here.
much.
Protecting your investment in a different way, I guess you can say. People sleep on Justin Jefferson's route running. They
I don't know
believe
number
he's just a
protecting investment
speedster,
that is, though.
but I feel like this guy can definitely hoop for real, for real. Next up, we got the Minnesota Vikings. They say they need a cornerback, wide receiver, edge, and interior offensive line. They did just give up Stephon Diggs. Now, Thielen is lonely. They did lose Kevin Stefanski, new offensive coordinator now. They still have Dalvin Cook, still have Kyle
Trey
Rudolph,
Wayne
still
stinks.
have Kirk Cousins.
Uh,
Now, this
Yeah,
is
they
a
go
deep
Rhodes,
wide
too.
receiver draft. Their defense has always been great. It looks like Xavier Rhodes is out of there. I feel like they're going to go best player available. They already have a running back. They're not going to go Grant. I don't think Grant Delpit's going to make it past. I don't think he's going to go in the first round. But I wouldn't be surprised if they
Shit,
shored
you're
up that
tripping.
linebacking core. But as of right now, they need help at DB bad with Xavier Rhodes gone. So Jeff Gladney's going to be my pick. TCU guy, I haven't watched too much film
I
on.
agree with that one.
But looks like a lot of people are high on him. But I hope he pans out, man. Next up, we got the New England
watched
Patriots.
him.
The new
He's
regime
nice.
looks like new direction they're going in. No more Brady. As of right now, I guess
Tank for
Jarrett Stidham
Trevor.
is their starting quarterback. Hey, they got Belichick. Anything is possible.
Jason, nice spread.
That defense definitely
Harper.
carried last year, but boy, were they lacking.
Tank
in
for
offense,
Trevor.
man. Gronk is gone. Brandon Cooks is gone.
Just traded Gronk
N'Keal Harry
to Bay.
wasn't what
For
they
those who don't
expected
know.
him to be. He looked really slow last year. I'm not sure if that was because of his injuries or not. I was a big N'Keal Harry
Injury,
fan coming
probably,
out of
yeah.
the draft. But you got to go with the receiver here, bro. Got to go receiver here. Unless Bill Belichick is
Unless
going to be
what?
freaky deaky. A lot of people
No,
like
you're not.
Jordan Love. I got Jordan Love.
No, you're
going
not.
to
No, he's
Cleveland,
not.
bro. Now, Jordan Love. Quarterback
I
coming out
had
of Utah
Hurts going
State.
there, but
I like
okay.
I like him
Let's
a lot.
go.
Do I
Let
think
me
he's the
look.
top 3 quarterback in
Okay.
this draft?
Brady and a black
Yeah.
quarterback. Okay.
I think he's better than Justin Herbert, honestly.
I got Cam on there still in free agency.
He does need a little more coaching, but the ceiling is high as ever with this guy.
Son Cam.
Super
bench
mobile,
love for a season.
makes plays, more of an extender. Reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson coming out of the draft. I feel like under Bill Belichick,
That's not a bad
and like I said,
comparison,
this
just
is a
bigger.
deep weapon draft. You can get an All-American running back in the third, fourth round. You can get a great receiver in the third or fourth round. Knowing the Patriots, they don't draft well with receivers, but they do a great job of finding weapons and making it work with Bill Belichick. Jordan Love, I feel, is the pick. Is the pick the Patriots got to go with. I can definitely see them trading up for Jordan Love as well, just because I heard a lot of reports of the Colts liking Jordan Love, but the Colts did trade that first for the Niners, so that's great news for New England. I feel like they can get Jordan Love at 23. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints. Definitely need a linebacker. Some people say they even need another receiver.
No, just sign that. They got Monte Taylor's girlfriend out there.
A veteran quarterback, the best way to help out a veteran quarterback is to either give them a run game, which they already have, and help out on defense. I feel like they got to go right here with my man. Where is he? Kenneth Murray, bro. I got Kenneth Murray as the best linebacker coming out of this draft. I like how rangy he is. He's not as athletic and as fast as Isaiah Simmons.
It was him or a
but he
queen for
puts
me.
his nose in piles. Great nose for the ball. This guy's a hooper for sure. I feel like he's going to prosper under that Sean Payton regime. Now we got the Vikings once again at 25. They picked up their cornerback. They did lose Stephon Diggs. Let's go ahead and give them their receiver that they need.
That's his brother, so you're good.
Now, Stephon Diggs was like the short, shifty guy. Adam Thielen, the one-on-one red zone target, great route runner. Let's see. That's the thing about this draft. Like, look at this.
Where are you going?
All these guys here, I wouldn't be surprised if guys down here win
Isaiah Hodgins.
Round, well, not past KJ Hill. KJ Hill and up, I wouldn't be surprised if any of these guys went in the first round.
Nah, don't do that. Isaiah
Denzel
Hodgins
Mims is that playmaker that Stephon Diggs was. Of course, Stephon Diggs is proven. A lot more experience, more of a veteran. Definitely going to hoop and ball out. I like Denzel Mims right here. Helps out Adam Thielen a little bit. Gives them fresh legs. They no longer have Laquan Treadwell as well, so I could see them taking another receiver in this draft. But as of right now, I like Denzel Mims right there. Now, with these here Dolphins, like I said,
it's a reach, but okay.
They was gonna pop up again. The first pick, they took Isaiah
Bro,
Simmons.
they lived in that first round.
Game changer, right? At 18, they took my man KLC. Game changer, national championship winner.
He's getting everybody nicknames.
They helped out the defense. Do they go quarterback? Not with Jordan Love off the board. That's who I was gonna give him. Do they go wide receiver?
Unless you got Jalen Hurts.
They can wait. Devontae Parker proven himself that he can be a star. I feel like you got to go with this running game, man. This is usually when running backs start to go. To me, this is the best running back in the draft. Jonathan Taylor. His speed surprised all of us.
Oh, he's complete, yes.
I thought he was going to run like a 4.5 something. That's a 4.4 running.
Wisconsin backs are just,
out of the
I don't know, Wisconsin backs,
great route runner.
they've been really good.
Knows how to find the hole. Great nose for just finding a hole, making big plays. Jonathan Taylor reminds me a lot of.
For the find of that.
Jonathan Taylor reminds me a lot of Saquon Barkley. I feel like you got to go and help out. Whatever quarterback you get next year, like I said, they're not in a position to win right now, but they did trade for Josh Rosen. So
bro, Josh Rosen,
in the mix, maybe even Fitzmagic keeps the reins down there in Miami. I could definitely see Jonathan Taylor prospering. That's definitely going to be a great pickup for them. Next up, these here Seattle Seahawks. Now, they were in a debacle with Jadeveon Clowney. Didn't go as smooth as they expected.
Yeah, they still can sign him.
Didn't go in as deep as the playoff as they wanted. They did get beat by the Packers. I kind of wanted to see the Seattle Niners matchup.
Bro, that one was
you got to protect, bro. Like, this man is making plays, and I don't know how without any kind of line, bro. Like, you got to protect this man, dude. And I feel like And you
And
can't
he's
go
my
Josh
height.
Jones. You can't go Prince. I'm not a big fan of Lucas at tackle. Let's go ahead and shore up
No.
this interior offensive line, man. So we're gonna go
Russell's never
Cesar
done it with a
Ruiz
tackle,
here. I
so
like
he's
him out of
fine.
Michigan. He's a block mover.
Hey, Caesar can play any of the. He can play any of the guard, either guard positions
When
or
Russell
center.
Wilson has time, he's held. He's a demon, bro. So I definitely like this Cesar Ruiz pick. Next
Russell's
up, we
a
got these
demon
here
without
Baltimore
time, bro.
Ravens, my division rivals. I like
Demon.
watching the Baltimore games, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. And I'm a Browns fan.
Damn Ravens, bro.
Lamar Jackson was hooping for sure. I feel like they need a wide receiver really bad. Because outside of
I killed Marcus
Hollywood,
Peters,
man,
and then
wasn't
what
nobody
happened?
hooping in Baltimore. Everybody was
Playing
dropping
ball,
passes,
bro.
tight ends, other receivers, linemen missing up blocks. This year, people still aren't on the Lamar hype train. I'm not either. I do think he's a quarterback. Always thought he was a quarterback. But people still think he's
But
not
you're a
passing.
Baker fan.
But defensively, they lost a little too much for me, man. So you definitely got to give them Patrick Queen, LSU guy. Definitely fits that hardball scheme.
Ooh, nice pick. I agree with this
Me of
one.
like a T-Sizzle, maybe a little more rangy,
Athletic.
But I feel like Patrick Queen's gonna help
But
out a lot.
he's
man.
more of an insider, I think.
At pick 29, Tennessee Titans. They surprised a lot of people last year, making it to the AFC Championship. They had the Super Bowl right there in their grasp, but they just couldn't knock onto it.
Bruh.
So right here it says they need an edge, interior defensive line, and an offensive tackle. Like I said, you can pick up an offensive tackle second, third round in this draft here. Delaney Walker is getting up there in age. Logan Ryan's no longer there. Adoree Jackson is inconsistent. You got to go best
I got
player
Jimmy Smith,
available.
though. Hater. Sweet tea.
Zach Bond does have issues. He's going to fall out.
Del
of the
Freak.
first round for
I'm
sure.
sure not going to do it.
Let's give him Yetur Gross Matos, man. Let's give him YGM. YGM was definitely a top.
I can't
pass
say
rusher
his
coming out
name,
of the
so I'm going to
draft
agree
this
with
year.
you.
I can definitely see him prospering here with them. Now, let's not forget, they did get Jeffrey Simmons for the low ball. Jeffrey Simmons is a playmaker. Jarrell Casey's a playmaker. They got a lot of help on that front line. I feel like YGM lining up on the other side of those big boys definitely going to help that defense out. They can always trade up, I guess, to get like a better cornerback, but I feel like you need a pass rush more than anything. So let's make sure. Let's go to YGM right here. The Packers now.
Bro.
Here's my thing about the Packers. I feel like the Packers should go quarterback, trade up for like Jordan Love or something, if Jordan Love's not available here. But it is Aaron Rodgers. He's probably going to treat the quarterback how Brett Favre treated him coming out of the draft. So as of
Go get
right
Josh
now,
Love
if you
from
need a receiver,
San
if
Jose
you need a
State.
tight end. Tight end, you can wait until second, third round. Not too many great tight ends in this draft. Well, playmaking, game-changing tight ends.
Nah.
I like their defense. Their defense is really young.
Correct.
A lot of moxie here. They have to run
Lot of
game
moxie,
now, and
boys.
Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones still. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Smith brothers already hooping. Let's see. Who do I like there?
For a second, I said the Smith brother, but Carson is Zadarius.
This is hard, man. This is a tough one. I'll give him Neville.
Go Espinoza.
Best player available for what they need.
Go best available.
Definitely go interior defensive lineman right here. You kind of got to help out Aaron Rodgers, but they do have a second round pick, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go interior defensive lineman here. They could definitely hoop though. Now we got the Niners popping up once again.
I
Pick
agree,
number 31,
lineman, but yeah.
the runner-up
Espinoza.
NFL champions. Now Richard Sherman is getting up there in age. Their wide receivers, they did lose Emmanuel Sanders. I like these guys taking a receiver here. Got to help out Jimmy G. Got to help out Jimmy G.
I go with Del Preet, bro. Finally get rid of Jimmy Ward. Del Preet can play packages this season. Who you going with?
Hey, I like BA, man. I like BA. Now, for those of you who don't know, I love watching Arizona State college games, man.
I do too,
especially since Coach Herm been there. Coach Herm has flipped that franchise around. That
I like T. Higgins or
great department. Now, the only thing that makes me meh about this pick is that N'Keal Harry, coming from the same school, might hurt his draft stock a little bit. But I've seen Brandon run some routes.
Bro,
and
he
this
was
kid's
hurt.
disgusting. Dude. He's a fucking baller, dude.
Disgusting, dude.
Probably after
Fucking
Jerry
baller,
Jeudy,
dude.
CeeDee Lamb, the third
can't
best
do
route
this
runner in
Never
the draft. Not too much of a big play guy, but this guy
I got
is
T. Higgins
definitely
to
going
that,
to be
man.
able to help out that offense. Both Samuel, Kendrick Bourne, Kittle adds another offensive weapon to that offense. Adds another weapon to that offense. They already have a run game. I can definitely see Shanahan making a monster out of this guy, especially with teams having to worry about Debo more than anything. Debo and Kittle. Brandon's gonna have a great year here, and if the Niners go definitely gonna have a great year here if the Niners go that route. Now, last but not least, me personally, I feel like this team is already stacked. Looks like they're gonna keep Chris Jones. Looks like Tyron is staying. Mahomes is.
I'm so glad he's
It's
sleeping
crazy because Mahomes is just getting better and better.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about his.
They have a run game.
What he has to say.
They have a great tight end. They have great wide receivers. They have great defensive front. But I feel like they got to go linebacker here. Linebacker, corner. Now, best player available. Let's see. Let's go linebacker. Oh, Malik Harrison. They kind of can pick anyone here. They can go best player available. They already have a running back. But LaShawn McCoy is getting up there in age. Damian Williams isn't young. I feel like he's past his prime already. Can you imagine J.K. Dobbins?
I don't know. Seeing Swift or
I can also see
Pilar in this offense
position. But
with Mahomes. That's what I'm saying. Or J.K.
Protect your investment. Protect your investment, my guy.
Who you going with, bro? Hey, your face is hilarious right now.
Protect your investment, bro. I like Jonah Jackson more than Lloyd Cushenberry, but to each his own. But I feel like Matt Hennessy at center. If you looked at Matt Hennessy and his game tape, the dude's a hooper. Like I said, you could basically draft anybody at that 32 spot in the Chiefs, and they're still going to be Super Bowl contenders. Great team, man. Great team. They had a great year. But, yeah, that's our first round, man. That's the part 2 of our video.
They're stacked. Yeah.
So this is how we went, man. Joe Burrow at 1, Chase Young at 2. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to follow me on Twitter.
Thank you,
Instagram.
man, for this, for real.
Feel free to tweet me if you think I did a bad job. Tweet me if you think I did a great job.
For the most part, I agree with your
if
draft.
you think what trades you think are
trying to
going to
see how
happen.
it
I
pans
definitely
out.
feel like some trades are going to shake this up a little bit. But
I'll drop all those links at the bottom.
Every team, based on what player was available, this is how I would go. I feel like the Dolphins aren't going to be a winning team next year. But the year after that, when they get, let's be real, Trevor Lawrence, if they don't get Tua, Trevor Lawrence is going to definitely change the game, man. So you got to also think Justin Fields. If you guys let the Patriots get Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields, it's a GG. Belichick going to coach for another 20 years. Damn.
Sunshine. Yep.
Yeah, man, this is my draft.
We're on the same
Let me
page.
know how you guys thought. Let me know how you guys liked it. I feel pretty safe.
It's cookies.
I like all these picks, honestly. Yeah. It's a great little draft. But let me know what you guys think. Thanks, shout out to my man Pierre. I love you, brother. This is part 2 of my personal mock draft. Once again, this is the draftnetwork.com. If you guys want to do your own mock draft, it's super fun. I think I've done like 100 of these already just because I'm so excited for football. Hopefully we have football.
100?
But this is your boy Flam Guy signing off. I love you guys. Until next time.
Hey, be optimistic.
Peace.